Simplicity is about subtracting the obvious and adding the meaningful. John Maeda. My friends, let's jump into these charts. We've got about 15 minutes before the markets close as I record today's show for you. No, it's only about 8 minutes. And we see the S&P and the Nasdaq are down. Bitcoin, gold, and 20-year bonds are up. Bitcoin's just barely up. I'm noticing on the 24-hour day Bitcoin chart, it's down. But HODL for the day is up just barely. Let's jump first into the S&P 500, and you can see the downstroke in the afternoon. Lots of indecision in the morning on the half-day chart. And then moving over down in the afternoon, you can see average volume above average in the morning, average here this afternoon. So again, some negative effects on the market. We're still green for the week, green on the 2-day, but again, down 0.72%. This is the first time we've been down in many days. We have to go all the way back to, well, those are really just sort of dojis. Not much down at all. I guess we would have seen it on the 1st of July. So again, since then, things been going up quite nicely until now. And again, still well above the weekly trend line on the 2-day and the half-day. Right now, the Nasdaq is down a full 2%. Red spinning top in the morning, big red down candle in the afternoon. Look at all that volume on the half-day. We look at the 2-day. This is the Wednesday, Thursday. And again, just a little bitty wick on the bottom there. As I move the cursor away, you can see it. But again, well above the weekly trend line on the half-day and the 2-day. Green up week so far, but a big pullback, 2% right now. So we'll see. That's the biggest pullback we've seen in quite a while. I've got to go way back to find anything like that. So again, and that's on the 2-day chart. So I'm sorry, the half-day chart. I got to go back a while, back into June it looks like, to find that much of a pullback. So again, big down day for the Nasdaq. We are still long, but we are paying attention. What about 20-year U.S. government bonds? Well, as we look at those, up again just about 1%. We see the 2-day chart above average volume, nice green candle moving up. Of course, last week on the weekly chart was a down week. We still don't have average volume, didn't have it last week either. And again, just sort of teetering back and forth, doesn't do anything for us. Don't have any kind of trend to follow. How do you put a trend in here? We have a red down candle last week and a green up candle opposite direction this week. Not much help at all. So bonds still screwy, waiting for that to sort its way out. Gold, however, jamming up 1.75% for the day. And look at what we're approaching. We're approaching this ceiling. Are we going to blast through that in gold? Well, we don't have a lot of volume in gold on that weekly chart. We do on the 2-day. And again, this latest 2-day candle, again, you can see it booming up. We had a prior 2-day candle. That was the candle around the 4th of July on the 3rd and the 5th of July. That was a nice up move in gold. And then things really slowed down the Monday, Tuesday. But man, Wednesday, Thursday, a jamming. We look at the volume also on the half day, way up in the morning. And then didn't reach as high a high in the afternoon, slacked off a little bit, but still up 1.75% for the day is quite nice. And what about HODL? Well, now that we've gotten to it, it's actually a little bit in the negative, just like the 24-hour day Bitcoin chart is. And of course, my position in BITI still running out there. It's up 11%. I'm sorry, 0.11%, not 11%. 0.11%, so a little over 0.1%. And again, we look at HODL still moving down on that 2-day chart, well below it. Half-day chart below the weekly trend line. We can see we've got just about average volume there on HODL on the 2-day. Had average volume this morning where things cranked up and then moving off in the afternoon. don't have any weekly volume that helps us out at all, but we are short Bitcoin going in the right direction, which is down. And again, want Bitcoin to reset for us nicely so we can follow it when it turns back up again, which it appears it invariably will. Now, my friends, want to let all our Patreon members know that we will be sending you the email out tonight. Everything we put together when it comes to weekly vertical crossovers, when it comes to three-wave trades and the charting cryptos, commodities, and currencies, all of it goes up at the Patreon page first. We do send out the email on Thursday. If for any reason it goes in your spam box, you don't see it, something doesn't get out, it's always at the Patreon page. Thank you so much, my friends. We always love to hear from you. cw@chartingwealth.com. I appreciate you putting up with me while I'm traveling. I'm uploading all this information at sea as soon as I can, thanks to Starlink, and we will continue to provide you with everything you are used to. God bless. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth, World Headquarters.